We bring you the news from NHK World, Radio Japan at 8 p.m. Japan time on Sunday, June 18th. I'm Hirokazu Sakamaki.
And I'm Yuka Matsumoto.
In our top stories, the U.S. Navy says it has recovered bodies from a destroyer that collided with a container vessel south of Tokyo Bay on Saturday.
Officials in the western Japanese port city of Kobe say about 100 more fire ants have been found in a container storage space.
And a prefecture neighboring Tokyo is likely to be a location for road cycling events in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics. Now the news in detail. The U.S. Navy says it has recovered bodies from a destroyer that collided with a container vessel south of Tokyo Bay on Saturday. 7 sailors went missing after the collision between the USS Fitzgerald and the Philippine-registered ACX Crystal. Naval officials say the right side of the destroyer's hull was badly damaged and seawater flooded into the crew's living quarters and the machinery room. The officials say the bodies, believed to be those of the missing sailors, were found in the flooded area. Major U.S. media are reporting that all 7 missing people were found dead. The commander of the U.S. 7th Fleet, Vice Admiral Joseph Aucoin, spoke to reporters on Sunday. He said, "The search for the missing has ended." He asked the media to respect the feelings of the victims' families, adding that the Navy will disclose details after it contacts their relatives. The container ship is docked at a wharf in Tokyo. Japanese transportation authorities and the Coast Guard are assessing the damage to help determine the cause of the accident.
Iraqi forces have launched an attack on Mosul's old city, the last district held by Islamic State militants. Iraqi troops started in October last year a military campaign to retake Mosul, the second largest city in Iraq, helped by U.S.-led coalition. The IS extremists overran the city 3 years ago. Iraqi forces released a statement on Sunday saying that they have advanced to the old city district western Mosul. The statement says that Iraqi forces are exchanging fire with IS fighters hidden around the mosque. That's why IS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi declared the establishment of a caliphate 3 years ago. The United Nations say as many as 100,000 civilians are believed to be trapped inside the district and that the IS militants are using them as human shields.
Officials in the western Japanese port city of Kobe say about 100 more fire ants have been found in a container storage space. The highly poisonous ants are originally from South America. Their sting can cause anaphylactic shock, which may result in death. Hundreds of them were found on May 26th in a container that was unloaded at Kobe port and transported to Yamanashi east of Kobe. It was the first time the ants were found in Japan. The container came from Guangdong province in China. An emergency investigation by city officials on Friday found similar ants in Kobe port, where the container was kept for 5 days. They were confirmed to be fire ants on Sunday. City officials say they will continue to investigate the port and places where the container was transported. They are calling on people to report to the city office if they find unfamiliar ants near the port.
South Korean President Moon Jae-in officially appointed a female diplomat, Kang Kyung-fa, as foreign minister on Sunday. Kang is South Korea's first female foreign minister. She will help to prepare a summit with the U.S. later this month and deal with North Korean issues, including the country's nuclear and missile development. In a National Assembly hearing earlier this month, Kang said it is international practice to observe the 2015 agreement with Japan on the issue of those referred to as wartime comfort women. However, she also suggested that Japan must take sincere measures that reach the hearts of those women, indicating that the content of the deal is insufficient. Members of opposition parties opposed Khan's appointment, pointing to allegations that she falsified her address to allow her daughter to transfer to another school and underreported the profit she made from selling property.
You're listening to NHK World, Radio Japan from Tokyo. A prefecture neighboring Tokyo is likely to be a location for road cycling events in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics. Organizers of the Tokyo Games have been reviewing the initial plan to hold the events in the capital. The International Union for Cycling called for an area that could provide good scenery and steep ascents and descents. The organizers chose a route near Mount Fuji as a candidate. They inspected the site in Yamanashi Prefecture with officials of the International Cycling Union from May 31st to June 2nd. Sources told NHK that the organizers have decided to use the course. Racers would start at a new sports facility in Tokyo's Chofu City and travel on a rough mountain trail through Yamanashi Prefecture. They would then pass Lake Yamanaka and finish at a motorsport racetrack in Shizuoka Prefecture. A formal decision will be made by next February.
A new study shows that Japanese children respect their mothers more than their fathers. Hakuhodo Institute of Life and Living conducts a study every 10 years. This year, researchers surveyed 800 children ranging from the 4th grade of elementary school to the 2nd grade of junior high school. The children were asked to describe their fathers and mothers and whether they respect them, feel friendly toward them, or don't care about them. The study shows that 68.1% of the children said they respect their mothers. That's a rise of about 7.2 percentage points from 10 years ago. 61.5% said they respect their fathers, down 2.1 percentage points. Researchers say that the number of mothers who work outside home has risen in the past 10 years. They say more children may respect their mothers because they see them come home and do most of the household chores.
2 ptarmigan chicks have hatched under artificial conditions at a zoo in the city of Toyama in central Japan. The chicks belong to a species of grouse known as Lagopas mutas japanicus that is designated as a special natural monument in Japan. Officials at the Toyama Municipal Family Park Zoo said at a news conference on Sunday that the chicks were born in an incubator the night before. They said they came from 2 of 19 eggs laid by one of the grouses at the zoo between May 20th and Sunday morning. The zoo is taking part in the Environment Ministry's artificial incubation program for the species because of concerns that it could soon become extinct in the wild. And that was the news from NHK World, Radio Japan in Tokyo. I'm Hirokazu Sakamaki.
And I'm Yuka Matsumoto. Please stay tuned.